What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne Coolin in the building. Kool-Aid gang in the building. Right now I'm showing y'all the best defensive badges in the game. Now all the Jones that I got as silver badges, I feel like are probably the best badges. I'm gonna go in depth on every single one of these. And then all the Jones that are bronze are the ones where I'm like, they're good. Some of them are good and some of them are kind of useless. All right, now I'm gonna break every single one of these down, so this video might be a little long. Just go ahead and stay for the ride, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment if y'all like the video and all that. But yeah, let's get right into it, man. So look, first one is box. I feel like this badge is important if you're a big, or if you just, the main rebounder. But the only reason I had this as a bronze is because even on Hall of Fame with Hall of Fame box, if somebody has Hall of Fame worm, or maybe not even Hall of Fame worm, if they just have worm, they can break your box out. And if they have a higher rebound than you, then they can break your box out. So it feels to me like, yes, this badge is important, but it doesn't really matter if it's Hall of Fame or not. If you can get a Hall of Fame, of course, put it on if you're the big. But just, worm will always kind of mess you up here and there on possession. So in my opinion, I can't give you no Hall of Fame. I can't put it as a very important badge if it doesn't work just about every single possession. All right, brick wall. Y'all should know by now, brick wall is very overpowered. If you had this badge on Hall of Fame, you knocking people to the ground, they getting stuck on screens, you getting your teammates wide open. This badge is very effective. It's worked in every year since 2K17, and they never really nerf it. So definitely rock this joint Hall of Fame. Kind of self-explanatory. Chase down orders. Last year this joint was crazy good. This year I feel like it's not as good. I've seen people with it on Hall of Fame complain about how they're not getting any chase downs, or complain like, it's okay, but it's not, they're not really getting that speed, they're not really jumping as high, and they're not getting the blocks that they expect to get. I'm not saying that this joint doesn't work. Okay, you definitely can get chase downs with it. If you had a badge, you probably do feel like, it's a good badge. It's just not as good as it could have been. You know what I'm saying? It's not overpowered. So I just got it as bronze. Definitely put it on though. Clamps. I don't know about y'all. I've rocked this joint on gold, silver, bronze, and on nothing. And honestly, Hall of Fame, I haven't tried on Hall of Fame, but from what I've heard, Hall of Fame and on nothing are the exact same. I don't know what's up with the defense this year, but I don't feel this badge at all. It doesn't feel like it works. I don't think it works. So maybe they need to put a patch out to make sure this badge works. Okay, not enough people complaining about clamps, and that's kind of getting on my nerves. But yeah, in my opinion, the badge don't do shit, so don't put it on. Really, honestly, I'm telling you, I do not put it on. It's a waste. I don't see. I feel like I play the exact same defense with no clamps and clamps on gold. But that's just my opinion. It could just be my build. I've heard people talk about they feel the same way and they got 6'10" builds, But hey, it is what it is. Defensive leader, I feel like this is a great badge. If you got the points, if you got the badge points, definitely put this on. This badge helps so that you can see your opponent's percentages, so you'll know if somebody can shoot, if they can't shoot. I mean, you should already know by the title of their build, but this helps so that you at least know their percentages and you know everything about them, and it gives a +4 to your teammates depending on how you got it. So if you got it on Hall of Fame, your teammates get a +4 to all their defensive stats. If you got it on gold, they get +3, silver +2, bronze +1. So definitely put this joint on, especially on Hall of Fame if you got the points. All right, moving to Heart Crusher. This is the best badge in the game. Until they patch this joint right here, you should have it on the highest. Like whatever you can get it on, put it on the highest. This joint, I'm literally seeing people first play of the game like their whole team get cold. Somebody get blocked, their whole team is cold, bro. All right, second possession of the game. I'm seeing like in the rec, my man put it on Hall of Fame. I think the first possession he got a steal and like 3 people got cold. Next possession he got a block and their whole team was cold. And he kept doing it. Like even when they would score, they still were cold. Like this is hands down best badge in the game. It shouldn't be as good as it is. Like it's broken. There's no way that I block one person and their whole team is cold. That's crazy to me. But yeah, definitely put this junk on. It's the best badge in the game. Interceptor, very good badge. Self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Just, you notice the difference when you have it on when you don't have it on. You feel me? Moving on, Intimidator. Definitely a good badge. This was a good badge last year. I mean, I felt like it really didn't do too much last year. Like the paint defense was just kind of whatever, pogo stick and all that. But I feel like this year is actually, you know, it's okay. So definitely put it on. If you don't have the points, I say don't put it on. Actually, like if you don't have the points, put on Heart Crusher, put on Interceptor, put on other stuff so that you can play some defense. But you know, it's a pretty decent badge. That's all I really got to say. It just makes it so that, you know, I feel like it's more of a paint badge. So when people in the paint and they try to go up on you and you got Intimidator, they miss more. But I really don't think people miss more when they shoot threes or whatever because you got the badge on. Lightning reflexes. This junk is trash. Don't put it on. I don't know why it's in the game. It does nothing. It's a terrible badge. Moving truck. This badge works, but if you playing against somebody who know what they're doing, they're not going to ever let you use this badge. So what I mean by that is, let's say you got somebody who, you know, they're a post scorer, or they like to play with their back to the basket. When they're trying to back you down, right? If they notice you had a badge on, what they'll do is they'll move closer to the 3-point line and they'll just do post spins and they won't ever touch you. And they get a little, when they do a post spin, they get a speed boost. Maybe I'll drop a tutorial on how to do that. But yeah, they'll never touch you, so you'll never be able to use your badge. And now, you know what I'm saying, they hitting you with spin dunks and reverse dunks and all that, and you're not gonna be able to touch them. You're not, you know, so that's why I got this badge as a bronze. It does work if you playing somebody who doesn't know how to do that. It definitely works. You can put it on Hall of Fame, they won't move. You know, you can even put it on gold, they probably won't move or be able to back you down, but it does work. It's just not that good against good players. Post smooth lockdown. I feel like this is a very good badge. It definitely works. If you have this and clamps, I'm not sure about this year, but I'm pretty sure if you had those two and a big man try, you know, post spin you and he doesn't have his post move his post spin technician high, he will pick the ball up because of clamps. Now I'm not sure if that's exactly how it goes, so don't, you know what I'm saying? If you try it and the shit don't work like that, my bad, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Post move lockdown is definitely a good badge, y'all. But if you playing somebody who knows what they're doing, they just won't touch you. They'll exactly what I was just explaining about moving truck. They'll just do that to you so that this badge kind of becomes useless. But you know, you gotta have post move lockdown on anyways if you playing a lot of post scores and stuff like that, just in case. Now, pogo stick. John was good last year, got nerfed this year, but I still feel like it's really good. Everybody I see with this badge is pretty much holding the paint down. Nobody really scoring on them. So definitely rock this jump as high as you can. This is a good badge for guards too. Like a lot of guards don't use this jump because they don't put any interior D and they don't put block. And you know, a lot of y'all don't know how to make builds, but it's cool. Gonna move past that. Anyways, just look, put this jump on so you can just keep jumping in the paint. And you might get a block, you might get a stop. Definitely, if you're a big, put this jump on Hall of Fame or gold, whatever you can put it on. Very good badge. Pickpocket. I just realized I got this on silver. I don't know about this one. Honestly, this could go, I could put this here because I've been using it and I've been getting steals, but I don't know if I'm getting steals because my steal is just really high or if the game just isn't, you know, if steals are just easy to get or if it's because I got the badge. I might have to test that. But so far for me, I've been using it, so I'm gonna just say it's good. But you know, that's kind of biased. I really don't know. I really haven't tested it for real, like with no pickpocket. Pick Dodger, it's good, but it's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got it high on Hall of Fame and you have stamina, you will go through them screens pretty well. But once you kind of lose that stamina, this jump is pretty much useless. So definitely, I say if you're a lock, put it on. If you guard and ball most of the time, put it on. And if y'all watch my other video, my finishing video about contact finisher, if you get that to pop up and then you playing D, this badge is going to work very well because you're not going to lose any stamina the whole possession. So you're going to be able to play D really well. So, you know, that's my opinion. It is what it is with this badge. It might be good, it might be not, but I don't know. The brick wall is just so good that this badge pretty much becomes, you know, whatever. It's, you know, it's whatever. Off ball pass, people say that this zone is good. I feel like, man, in this year, it doesn't do anything. Like, people dex you in this game, you cannot stick him. Like, there's no staying with people when they dex you. And if y'all don't know what dexing is, basically, it's when you get juked. You know what I'm saying? When somebody hits you with a boo-boo, they go left and go right dumb fast, and now they wide open. And you go for the steal, and you're nowhere near them, and then, boom, they splash. So, in my opinion, off-ball pass is not that good. It's probably like a badge you use if you play against micro, you know, if you're in micro all year and you just play against computer all the time, it's probably a good badge. But for the park, rec, stage, don't let me catch you with this jump on. Rebound Chaser, very good badge. Last year, you didn't need to have this high. A lot of people didn't know that. You didn't need to have a badge high to get a lot of boards. Like, you just need to have it on bronze and your player would just jump stupid high for some reason. But a lot of people put it on Hall of Fame just for that, you know, security, just to know that they got it on Hall of Fame. This year, haven't really tried it, but I'm sure it works the same. It probably works better this year because they tweaked the badges, so you probably want to have this as high as you can. The people that I'm seeing grab the most boards, it's not really about how high that Rebound Chaser is. It's really about the attributes this year. So it's probably like last year, just have you know, a good vertical, have good rebounding stats, and you probably don't need this badge that high. You'll probably snag on everybody. All right, Rim Protector, very good badge. I feel like as a guard, you should have this joint on at least bronze, and here's why. One, you get snatch blocks, which is tough. Two, when you get a block, it boosts your takeover and your teammates. All right, like, and a lot of times I feel like you don't get blocks when you don't have this badge on. Like, there's animations where you would have got a block or even a snatch block had you have rim protector on, but because you didn't, 2K makes it so that you just jump in the air, and it's really like, y'all know how 2K is, man. This jump is just like animation based, so you need all the badges to get your animations, you feel me? But yeah, we're gonna move on from that. Definitely put this on Joan on. If you can put it Joan on gold, bruh, put it on gold. It's gonna help you, I promise. Now, tireless defender, I don't know, y'all. I feel like this is like the handles for days of defense. That's what it's supposed to be. But when you playing D in 2K and you hold L2, your stamina never goes up. Like, if you're moving left and right, you guarding ball, and you holding L2, your stamina won't go up. So you really gotta pump L2 in order for your stamina to come up while you playing D. So I wonder if having tireless defender, having both your Gatorades and pumping L2, or like letting it go certain times, and you know what I'm saying, like pumping the L2, I wonder if that makes it so you got more stamina and so that you have, like, you know, better defense. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about tireless defender. My opinion is, you know, it's no point because you're gonna be holding L2 the whole time on D, so you're gonna lose your stamina anyways. But it might be a good badge. Maybe it's underrated and I just didn't know that. Let me know. Trapper, last year people thought this jump was working and it really wasn't. Like, I've seen people with it on Hall of Fame and they be like, man, that was pointless. Like I played 2 or 3 games with on Hall of Fame and didn't see any difference, so I don't think it works. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Trapper. I feel like it doesn't really work. Like, I mean, yeah, you can get the same amount of double teams with no Trapper as you do with Trapper. You feel me? So in my opinion, don't put it on. Last but not least, Worm. Now Worm and Box kind of go hand in hand for me. Like, you could have Worm on silver and break a lot of box outs, but you could have this on Hall of Fame and break the same amount. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really kind of dependent on how high the person box is that you're going up against, and it's not about strength. For all y'all who think, you know, Box and Worm is about strength, it's not about strength. It's all about attributes. So if your rebounding is just higher than your opponent's, or if you got Worm on high, you will break more box outs, and you know what I'm saying, you'll just break more box outs, get more boards. I mean, plain and simple. Like, it's really not it's kind of luck based, you know. It's not like skill. People last year were trying to tell me you could spin your right stick or flick your right stick and it'll make it so that you get the Worm animation. But when I put the badge on, I really didn't see, you know, when I tried that, it wasn't working. The only thing that worked for me is just, you know, just waiting for the animation. If I got the animation, I got it. If I didn't, I didn't. So I say put Worm on if you really want to grab more boards, so that when, you know, you run into somebody and they don't have box or they got it on bronze, and let's say you got this jump like this, you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be snagging on them. Like, hands down, you're gonna be snagging on them. So low key, I could go like this with this badge. Like, this Worm is pretty good badge, y'all. But that's gonna be it. I wrapped it up. I just went over every single defensive badge in the game. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all felt about what I just said, how y'all feel about these badges. If some of them are underrated, if y'all feel like they actually do work and I said that they don't. Leave a like if you new. Subscribe. We on that 1K grind. My bad for this long ass video, but hey, it is what it is. I had to get the information out to the people. But it's been your boy Wayne Coolin, Kool-Aid Gang. We out here. Gone.